Friday, September 16th. The Scoop with Coop. Alex Bolts is here. Mr. Lura. He's not teaching AP anymore. Special guest, Matthew Anderson, NFL insider. He's going to give us some lowdown later on.
NFL insider.
He's an NFL. He knows it. He knows it upwards and back. I mean, he knows every player, every team. He's got it. So
okay.
I don't know if we're going to make him pick every game, but my God, the guy knows NFL. So Coop. Got Lincoln Pius tonight. We held on last week against York. Started slow again. The offense started slow. Fumble on the first play. Defense comes up big, slows them down, holds them to a field goal. We take control. Offense wakes up in the second half. We win 33-10 against York. A pretty good team, I think. I think they'll end up winning a lot of games. They're very solid. Lincoln Pius tonight. What do you think?
They kind of run like a similar offense to us. They just they're not like. They don't have as good of athletes as like our offense does. So like their running back's not as like shifty. So he's more like a downhill running back. So once we can get him stopped early, then I think we'll do pretty good.
You're going to see a lot of wham blocks.
Yeah.
Some tosses, quarterback sweeps. You know, they can just get three guys out on spread and just quarterback's a pretty good athlete. They do put in that number 2. Like he played a little bit against Hastings, but number 11's the guy he can load up and throw. That number 4 is a good player.
Yeah.
He's built, and 22's good, 41's good. They got some guys, and Pius is just used to winning, and they've been playing Class A for like the last decade, so they dropped down to B this year. But we're going down there. Hopefully you guys can show up. I think the theme, Blue Crew, is USA.
Yeah.
Pulte, what do you think about Pius after watching?
I think the key to this game is takeaways for the defense, because I think the defense especially slows them down, it switches the momentum with takeaways. I think our offense will score.
If our defense starts taking the ball away,
yeah,
holy smokes, because they don't give up yards at all, and first downs are hard to come by against those guys. Every single time I get to go down there and watch the first O against the first D, I'm just shocked at how violent that front 8 is. And then you got Owen and Gunner and Weston on the back end. Our defense, I mean, if we can start taking the ball away, holy smokes. I mean, get some fumbles and some picks.
As an outsider here.
You're not really an outsider.
I mean, not really an outsider, but I mean, I'm not part of the football team like you are as a coach and these two as a player.
Matthew, too.
Matthew, okay. I didn't see the jersey. He must be a Viking fan.
Yeah, he
is.
is.
Want to change that. Okay. But anyway, so my son and I are leaving the game last week, and I said to him, you realize they haven't lost a game in 2 years. And I really think it's going to be interesting this year because you got Blair coming up, Elkhorn North. You got some people that could give you a game.
Yes.
And once you were in a tight game in the fourth quarter, how are our guys going to respond?
That's what I thought this season was going to be like. I thought, oh boy, we're going to have to convert a third down. It's a tie game in the fourth quarter. I thought, okay, we're going to have to make a stop. But man, the kids are just so used to winning right now. It's just that offense.
And winning big.
I know.
Yeah,
it's just that offense.
It's fun to watch.
They show up ready to go. Let's get some guys blocked at the line of scrimmage. It shouldn't take Coach Bird yelling at you at halftime. You should be motivated. You're the defending state champs.
And I think everything has been so easy for these guys, at least
not easy.
Watching from the stands. But now it's like,
that's because they're freaking good. It's easy. It's not like
they're
playing against the cross-country meet last night.
Hey, listen.
Louisville?
Okay, so
Conestoga?
I get done talking to you.
Nebraska City?
He told me Glenwood, Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay.
OCA?
Glenwood, Iowa would be like Class B in Nebraska. They're like 3A in Iowa.
Yeah.
And then Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson was in the B too.
Oh.
So let me just plug Mr. Shum before we get down on him too hard.
Jeez.
But anyway,
it's 2022, Bennington. It's not 20.
How many teams were there? I think there were
17.
I thought it was like 100 yesterday.
It looked like 100. I know they had 500 runners.
That was a lot.
So anyway, we're playing Pius tonight. It should be a challenge. I mean, they're not explosive group, right? But they're solid.
Yeah.
Okay. And they played Scottsbluff really tight, and then Scottsbluff and Scottsbluff's a really good football team this year. So I don't know. So let's talk what happened in Lincoln over the weekend. An embarrassment.
Oh,
they gave up a touchdown with 30 seconds left, lose to Georgia Southern. Scott Frost gets clipped on Sunday. Mickey Joseph's the interim. took away the black shirts.
And music in practice, by the way.
Yeah. Punishing the defense for being just god awful. First time they've ever lost in the history of Memorial Stadium when they've scored 35 points or more. Never giving up that many yards, 652 yards to a Sun Belt team.
Yeah.
Coop, tell me. I mean, did you watch it?
I was asleep on and off. I was asleep in that game.
Nightmares.
Yeah, I watched like the last 5 minutes of the game, but it was just a bad game overall. Just
Folds, I know you're a Hurricanes fan, but you just probably loved it.
No, but the defense is tough to watch for Nebraska.
Come on.
That's why the whole black shirt thing. Why are you giving those out anyway?
1962. They went to a sporting goods store. They didn't have jerseys to represent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he went to like a Lou's or whatever down in downtown Lincoln and got all these black mesh jerseys, and that's how the defense became the black shirts.
I will say, last week before that game, I was telling the social studies department, I said, listen, this Georgia Southern team put up 59 points the week before. They're going to put up points, and this might be a game. I didn't know if they would win, but what a great weekend for the Sun Belt. I mean, Appalachian State wins, then down at Texas A&M, Marshall takes out Notre Dame.
A&M is good.
That says a lot about the Sun Belt. So,
Matthew, you like the Huskers?
a little bit.
I mean, does it matter? I mean, because a Saturday to you have no. Do you guys have any recollection of Nebraska ever being good? The last time they were in a big event was like 2001.
I suppose.
So, I mean, they played in the
Rose
Big
Bowl.
12 finals there when they missed that field goal against Texas. But I mean, to you, the Huskers are just mediocre, aren't they?
Couple good Bo Pelini seasons here and there, but and then that one year when they started off like 7-0 with Mike Riley.
Yeah, and it seemed like, okay, here we go. But no, it's just nothing.
I mean,
Do you root for college at all? Or is it more NFL?
NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was growing up, and you were growing up, I mean, it was Nebraska, Oklahoma, the winner that's usually going to go. That game at the end of the year was going to go to the Orange Bowl. They were fun to watch.
Oh,
they were big powerhouses, and
They ran like the same 6 plays.
Yeah,
and they were good at it.
Yeah.
They were extremely good. I just don't know, guys. Let's move on. Jeez. Hurricanes, what do you got? Miami Hurricanes, Alex Paul's big.
I mean, I think it's going to be a close game.
They're playing
at College Station on Saturday, Texas A&M.
And then A&M better get refocused after what happened last
I think
week.
A&M
So
is gonna
Miami's going to get a good look.
Yeah. And I think Texas A&M is going to be mad. So I wouldn't be surprised if Miami just got destroyed. It's going to look bad.
Don't they have? They shouldn't get destroyed. I mean, it's just going to be tough.
Their defense has looked kind of weak in their first couple games. Not gonna lie, but it's gonna be an offensive game for Miami.
So Matthew, nothing. There's no college team you have any interest that okay, I got to watch it at 2:30. I'm glued in. Just really. Hawkeyes, what do they got going?
Okay. And I laughed at Nebraska. I mean, you guys can laugh at Iowa you want because they are the laughing stock.
They're not. Their defense is so good.
Yes, very good.
If it was a bad defense, they would have got drilled last week.
Right.
Iowa State moved the ball all over. They just couldn't score.
I saw that Spencer Petras has a QB rating of 3.4. I think.
Oh, he's terrible.
Oh, my.
And I think
That's like a GPA.
It's like one of the reporters said in 2018. It's just Iowa missed because they had Petras and Padilla was looked at by Georgia.
Okay.
And neither one of them were very good. And it doesn't help that the starting running back has been out. 4 of the 5 top receivers been out. I mean, you make an excuse and stuff like that. He's still missing guys. It is what it is. We got to get through this year.
Who they got this week?
They have. This is the funny thing. They have Nevada.
Ooh.
The opening line was 21.5.
Why do you
it's
always
now
bring up
grown
gambling?
to
Why is gambling a part of your analysis?
In this case, because Iowa hasn't scored 23 points all year long. So now the line, do you realize this year they have 16 punts and only 14 points?
Wow. What a stat.
It's like stick of the day. I'm like, what in the – so it is really awful to watch.
Is it in Iowa City at least, though? Or is it
It is in Iowa City.
Okay.
I will say, because there's a lack of offense, I picked up a second team, the USC Trojans. They're on at 9:30.
What a homer!
Yes, Homer, they're in Los Angeles. I'm not even close.
Okay, it's a front runner then.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
All of a sudden, you got rid of Washington NFL, and now you're the Chiefs fan.
Yes. Die hard for
Right
2 years.
after you win the Super Bowl.
So 9:30 Fresno State, and then a little nugget here for you. 10 o'clock late at night. Everybody's kind of winding down on
Yeah.
FS1. What's going on in Tucson, Arizona? North Dakota State. The Bison are going down to Tucson, and they're going to put a thumping on Arizona. So
They know
watch
how
the
to play
FCS team.
football. All right, this is why we brought him. Matthew Anderson, NFL insider. Break us down. What are the Vikings? Who are they playing this week? What are we?
They're playing the Eagles
Ooh,
A second game on Monday night.
and on Monday night.
what do you like about Minnesota? Is that influenced by your dad?
No.
You liked them from the start.
Well, it was like
I'm pretty sure your dad had the influence on you liking the Twins and the Vikings.
I don't like the Twins.
Their
You
whole family split up in the NFL.
Oh, they are?
It's
Really?
like Mitchell likes the Steelers, Elliot's a Packers fan, Matthew's a Vikings fan, and his dad's like a 49ers fan.
Man,
Oh, really?
the Steelers and the Packers, I can understand young kids because they win games and they're in the playoffs and they're Super Bowls and Minnesota Vikings. What? Tell me why.
Well, it started with my mom getting a hat from work. From
Okay.
Her coworker. And then
I remember you wearing that Kirk Cousins jersey at school and kids are going, you spent $70 on a Kirk Cousins jersey?
You paid for that?
it was like not that much.
Okay, it was probably a gift. All right. What are they going to do against the Eagles here?
I think they're gonna get Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook yards.
Justin Jefferson is so good. But Dalvin Cook didn't have a very good opening game, did he?
He had like 90 yards.
He did have 90.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
looked really good. I know it was Detroit. They looked really good on the road. They put up a lot of points.
I got Jalen Hurts in my fantasy, so if I come back Monday, it'd be Tuesday because they play Monday night. What else do you know about the NFL? How'd you get involved with loving the NFL so much? The numbers? I know you love numbers and stats. So is it like, who are the players? I know you root for the Vikings, but are there certain players that you kind of root for and love? Like, I'm sure you're in about 12 fantasy leagues or something.
Oh, I'm not in one.
Just
Really?
one?
I'm not in one.
What? Why wouldn't you?
Because I didn't get one this year.
I bet you'd be great at that. Come on, give me some players that blow you away. You love to sit down and watch them.
Zeke's okay.
How about the guy last night, Patrick Mahomes?
He's pretty good.
Holy cow.
Herbert, how bad?
He
Do you
looked
think
like
he's
he got
hurt?
knocked. Yeah.
How bad do you think that's
That
broken
would
ribs?
look pretty bad.
Like he could, that was weird. He could have ran for the first down. He just threw it out of bounds.
He was in so much pain.
That's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, you're a Vikings fan, but legitimately, come February, who's in the Super Bowl? Realistically,
I think Bills and Vikings.
you really think Minnesota?
I think Minnesota can do it
Okay,
this
come
year.
on. Be
Don't you
serious.
think-
Be serious. This is not some comedy hour. I'm gonna take this serious here.
The Rams?
I don't know
They-
about the Rams.
I don't know about
They
the
win their
Bucs.
division, though. Don't you think they can win their division? Minnesota?
I feel like the Vikings can win their division.
Yeah.
I feel like they can make an NFC championship and then
Washington's kind of like sneaky good, though, I think. And Philadelphia's defense is better than what they showed against Detroit. They gave up 35.
I mean, with Dak out for a month, I don't think Dallas wins the NFC East. You got Philadelphia looks pretty good right now.
Washington's not bad.
Right.
Giants are.
Giants could be a sleeper this
Now,
year.
they beat
if
Tennessee over the weekend, which I
Yeah.
didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But anyway, Folsey had to be excited about his Bears.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You called it.
That
Who they got this week?
Packers Sunday Night Football.
Ooh.
That is some great games as well.
Yeah, because the Packers, 7 points for those guys.
That was an ugly game for the Packers. He was watching, I'm sure.
I wasn't because I was working.
Raiders.
You're working?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Like football.
Oh,
I'll tell
nice.
you really quickly about the Vikings because I grew up in North Iowa every Sunday watching the Vikings, and finally, in 1998, this is the year they make it to the NFC title game, and we could not believe it. I had actually
They were
friends,
so powerful.
not kidding, taking their sweatshirts off, lighting them on fire. I mean, it was,
They lost to the Falcons in the.
oh my gosh, Randy Moss's rookie year, they
Yeah.
were rolling, and we could not believe they lost.
They lost to the Falcons.
Yes, that was terrible.
I don't know. So, geez, we got homecoming next week. I don't know. Should we do a podcast every day for homecoming? Bring in a special guest? Coop, it's up to you guys.
We could do that.
You want to do that?
It's going to be something we have to talk about over the weekend.
Is
We
it
need more
pajama day
viewers.
on Monday, right?
Hey, look over your shoulder. Let's get more people involved in this. We only have 23 viewers. Mr. Laura behind you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's
23.
BQMU NYU. Heck, after the
I'll
first
take it to all my classes. Today.
after the first day, Dole had like 230 viewers and like comments. So like it was interactive too. So I don't know. Once again, if you spent 12, 13 minutes of your life watching this, swing by. I got plenty of candy. Matthew, thanks for showing up.
Go Vikings.
Will they-
School, right?
Yes.
Matthew, I'll come find you. You probably won't be in any of my classes in February, but if the Vikings are in the Super Bowl in 2023,
I would love to see it. I'll be honest, but I just don't see it.
I just don't see it.
Matthew, what we wanted to know was the freshman team winning last night with one of their big
Oh,
players
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, what
Matthew,
happened?
how'd you get hurt?
Is
How did
that
you cut
Elkhorn
the-
high?
Yeah, it was double overtime. We won.
Okay, it was high. All right.
How did you cut the top of your foot?
The glass at the table and shattered and opened it.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
What were you doing?
I was getting a glass to drink tough milk.
You just dropped it?
Yeah.
Seems tad askew.
Did you have to get stitches?
Uh-uh.
Okay, because you're moving around better.
Yeah.
I know you're in that walking cast. So, well, when are you gonna be able to come back and start practicing?
Next week.
Next week, you got to get cleared by the doctor.
I don't think so.
No, okay.
Are you as quick as your brother?
He's pretty quick.
Is he pretty quick?
Yeah, he is. I think so. It's just, yeah. So, you're playing Pies tonight. Homecoming next week. It'll be fun. Hopefully, we get a podcast every morning. So, Scoop with Coop. We need more viewers.
We're gonna do it today.
Yeah.
Question, Mike.
You guys enjoy your Friday. We'll see you next time.